Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero video. Now if you guys are not aware, they announced the latest character for the drip marketing, right? So for those of you who are not aware, it's going to be a character that we all knew, and that's going to be this character right here, Orphie and Magus. Apparently the full name is Orphie Magnusson and Magus. So she is going to be part of the Delta squad, and I mean Orbo squad, my bad, I don't know why I said that. But yeah, so similar to a bunch of the other factions before her. Now, this is going to be a very interesting one because I do think, right, in comparative to Sid, it feels like Sid definitely get the much more attention to detail when she activate her skill right here, and they showcase some of this right here, which is not something that you can perceive or you can see from the Orphie and Magus sort of character right here, right? It seems much more simpler. Now, I'm not sure if Kamano Manato or, you know, that there's a bunch of rumors, I'm sure you guys have heard of it, that that guy is going to be the next male character that's a 4-star, and then I'm not sure if he is going to appear alongside with these two, and then like we're going to have like 3 characters or not doing this particular patch or banner. So if that's the case, we'll have to wait for it for the timing. Now let's talk a little bit more about her. Again, the second character from Orbo squad. Now the tail can apparently talk. If you guys have not played in the story yet, so the tail is Magus. That's Orphie herself, right?
Please blame Captain Magus for failing to instruct me.
Hey, watch it.
So Captain Magus. So the thing is, she is going to be, we're going to talk about her typing a little bit, and I'm going to bitch a bit about the meta right now, right? So the meta that is going to be centrally revolve around her element. If you guys have not seen, this is going to be what it is. So she is going to be a fire attacker. So that means we're literally going to have 2 attackers in this particular version. Now you guys know I'm a big fan of Evelyn, right? I do like her. I think she's one of the best characters in the game in terms of fire. Now I understand that they want to release more fire attacker, but why not make a fire anomaly character, right? So I feel like we do have Bernice, yeah, but she's much more of an off DPS in that particular case. So why not like make one more that's like a main DPS kind of fire anomaly? But you know what? Maybe that's reserved for the future. For the time being, we already have other fire attackers, including Soldier 11, and of course, you know, if you have Soldier 11, then Evelyn is going to compete with her, and I think Evelyn is a pretty decently good character. Alright, Evelyn is one of the better ones because I feel like she's quite simple in terms of building around, right? So she's not that complicated, and I think most of the attackers are not that complicated to build around, but there's no restriction for her in needing certain gears specifically, right? So right here you can see I'm using the Brimstone, and it works really well on her, right? So it's definitely a very good one as well. So regarding this particular one, right, you can see right now for the Orbo squad, this new character is going to compete directly with Evelyn and Soldier 11. So in terms of the meta, do you really need another fire attacker? So if you get a super stack Evelyn with her W engine and all, and yours is more than an M0, mine is an M0, right? But if you have like maybe like, I don't know what's the next big point for the mindscapes, right? But if you have high enough of a mindscape, you probably won't really need an Orphie and Magus unless you want to build like 2 fire characters, right? From 2 fire teams. So in that particular case, would it be better to go for the other girl instead, right? In this case, it's going to be Sid. Now, I do think that for a lot of players, if you guys are looking to pull, right, both attackers are going to make it sort of easy. I do think that Sid, because Sid is going to be an electric attacker, so she's going to be... I'm not sure, it depends on whether or not you have Trigger, or do you want to bring out... we need to see who pairs better with them, right? So that's going to be something to consider. Either Chingy or Trigger in that particular case for the stunner, right? Because attackers generally need stunners in their team, and then you have a support. But in most cases, it's going to be quite easy to build around, right? But with Orphie and Magus in this particular case, will she be broken to the point that she's just going to be straight up better, right? So we'll have to look at that in particular aspect. So right now, in terms of my own roster and my own characters, right, I'm going to tell you guys from my own perspective. I think pulling was Sid makes more sense. I'm going to be honest, I feel like Evelyn is way stronger than Soldier Zero NB. Now again, maybe I suck at playing her. I don't know what's up with this, but I have Soldier Zero NB, as you can see right here, with you know, her own dedicated W engine. But I feel like her performance is a little bit lacking in terms of like the damage that she can dish out compared to Evelyn as a whole. Maybe Evelyn is just a slightly better character as a whole as well, right? Now, even a Britwen tier list sort of agree with me in that particular regards. You can see right here, they did put Evelyn at a slightly higher tier above NB Soldier Zero right here, right? So Evelyn is currently at tier 0.5, whereas NB Soldier Zero is at tier 1. Now the truth is, this is going to be dependent on a lot of things in a, you know, maybe the team that they are built upon, right? In terms of the character or the roster, that you have to put them in the pairing and stuff. I do not have trigger, so maybe my soldier, NB Soldier Zero is going to perform a little bit lesser, but that's going to be something to consider as well. But I'm just talking about them as a character in a particular. After using them in a bunch of like Deadly Assault and Shield defenses, definitely Evelyn feels like the better attacker overall. Now here's the truth though, right? In terms of overall compatibility, as long as you are pulling for the roster that you have, then it makes a lot of sense. Alright, if you guys are lacking in the electric attacker category, then you should consider getting one. Alright, if you are lacking in the fire category, alright, but I think like more players have access to fire characters because of Soldier 11, I think, right? Compared to someone that's electric. So it depends on how it is, right? If you have, I believe, an M6 Soldier 11, and if she can do all your Deadly Assault or your Shield defense and she can perform just well, you are able to, you know, garner the high score with her. I don't see what's the purpose or reason to just pull a new character, right? If you care about meta specifically, unless you're getting them because it's a character that you want, etc., right? So with that, that's going to be something to consider. For me personally, I think upgrading, if I think that right now I'm lacking in the electric department, I think Soldier Zero, she's just not it, right? She's just not cutting it, at least for me, in terms of damage wise. So that's going to be how it is. You can see right here, everybody is still wishing for Kamano Manato. Where is that guy? Where is Kamano Manato? It seems like that is not going to happen anytime soon. Orphie is another cute waifu. Can't wait to self-insert as Wise. Okay. ZZ keeps delivering more waifus and less males, please. Uh-oh. The male lovers are literally... they are in shambles, right? They are not getting the male characters, and right now it seems like the gender war is happening in the comment section, right? It's always about the dude lovers, alright? They really want their male characters, okay? But yeah, let me know what you guys think, alright? If you guys prefer Manato in that particular case, we'll wait and see how it goes. With that, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already, give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.